Hey everybody, it's Charlie Young. Happy Tuesday, or whatever day it is that you're watching this. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Behind the Music Video. Today we are actually going to go through one of my favorite videos and one of my favorite songs, Hold the Moon Retro Mix. Fun fact before we dig in here is that actually the retro mix is actually the original version of Hold the Moon. I had another producer who wanted to do a remix of Hold the Moon, and instead of calling that the remix, we just called that the original version and called this one the retro mix because it has synthesizers that are a little bit more reminiscent, I guess, of 80s and 90s. So, but this version is actually the original version. So, a little food for thought, a little tidbit there. So, without further ado, though, let's go into the music video and let's go behind the scenes. Okay, so first things first, this was shot on Pensacola Beach. It was July, and it was actually a really nice evening, and we purposefully picked an evening where there would be a full moon. And the fun fact is, all of the beach scenes that you'll see are only lit by moonlight. There is no other light source for those scenes. In fact, Sony gave Amelia a couple cameras to try out to just see how they did with just using moonlight as a light source and moonlight alone. So that was pretty cool that Sony gave us cameras to test out. So we tried them out. And again, these beach scenes are only lit by moonlight, which is pretty dope in my mind, at least. Okay, so these star trails and stuff are actually ones that Amelia took up in Northern California. So basically, a star trail is where you have like and I'm sure I'm butchering this, so sorry, Amelia, if you're watching this, but basically, you have a camera, a camera that is taking images of a star and tracking it as it goes around the night sky as the Earth orbits. And so basically, it creates a trail. And so what we did is we projected those star trail, that astrophotography, on a on a background there, and I'm in front of it, and we even have some of them going over my face, but those are actually star trails that Amelia photographed. Just quick tidbit, or just like fun fact, I really love this version of me in the black dress. So the whole premise, and when I go over Hold the Moon, that video, I'll tell you a little bit more, but basically in a nutshell, the black dress version of me is my enlightened self, my higher self, my empowered self, whereas the white dress version me is the naive, the unsure, the just trying to figure herself out and not confident self. And so the two are going to meet, and hopefully the woman in the black dress can teach the woman in the white dress how to be empowered. So there's a little duality. I love playing with duality, by the way. So you'll see that a lot in my music and in my music videos. So those were some of the star trails I was talking about. I see you stumbling. That's one of my favorite shots with like the side braid. Okay, let's keep going. Can see your hand right in front of your face. I know you're shaking. So for these scenes in the studio now we're only being lit by LED lights, and LED lights that change colors. So we've gone from having a one light primary source in the beach scenes, which is the moonlight, to again having a one light primary source, now being the LED strobe light effects. So we in this video mostly use single light sources. So for those of you who are newer to the world of filmmaking and the movie industry and craft, basically you normally have lights coming from different directions. Like even right now, I've got a front light lighting me and I've got an overhead light lighting me. So it's very unusual to have just one light. But in every single aspect of this video, we have a one light source.
I feel you call out, call out, call out. Oh, where are the stars when you feel so broken? Oh.
And I'm sure you'll be able to tell, but we also played with slow motion in this video as well, especially for those strobe light sequences.
Look at the sky and you'll see me. I'll be holding up the moon for you. Holding up the moon for you.
Have you noticed any of the slow-mo sections? Keep your eye out if you haven't yet, because there's been a lot in this strobe section.
Lighting up the dark, lighting up on my heart, shining down wherever you are. I'll be holding up the moon for you. Holding up the moon. Winter is in.
So just, I really love this music video. I entered it into a couple film festivals, and we didn't get into one with this video, which I was kind of surprised because I really love this video. It's one of my favorites. But, you never know what the jurors and the review committee's looking for at music videos and film festivals. So you just never know. But anyway, I still love this video. And again, as you can see from what I talked about in the beginning, we've got these star trails being projected onto my face. And you may see kind of like a mesh-like texture. We wanted that kind of texture from the projection to actually be on my face to give it a little bit more depth.
This close to the land of the midnight sun. How do you get back after the fallout, fallout, fallout? Oh, where are the stars when you feel so broken? Oh.
So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm wearing the eyeshadow on my lips as well. So shout out to Deborah for doing that. That was pretty inventive and cool because, I don't know, I'm one of those people, I'm like, oh my gosh, it says for your eyes only. I'm not going to put on my lips and vice versa. So kudos to her for being adventurous because it looks really dope in my opinion.
Look at the sky and you'll see me. I'll be holding up the moon for you.
That was Ben.
Holding up the moon for you. Lighting up the dark, lighting up on my heart, shining down wherever you are.
So when I was doing like the choreography and the movement in the strobe light sequences, I remember Amelia, her direction was she just wanted a lot of like hand gestures and movements because she was playing with speed and slow motion and going at regular speed for the film. So just to give it a little bit of a contrast and just something interesting. And I was just kind of creating things and improvising in the moment. None of that was choreographed. It's all just improvisation.
I'll be holding up the moon for you. Lighting up the dark, lighting up on my heart, shining down wherever you are. I'll be holding.
Another fun fact is that the strobe light sequences and the star trail sequences are both shot in the same studio in front of the same backdrop. Think about that for a second. The Power of Light. I love those cuts at the end, like how she has all of those scenes kind of like just kind of go right into the other, like that. And so you can see they gave us the two cameras to try out from Sony. If you go back to the credits and look at that, and also if you scroll back to the beginning of the music video, right as the title sequence comes in and says retro mix, you might see a little clip. And if you blink, you might miss it from one of my other music videos that came before Hold the Moon Retro Mix. So I just want to say thank you again for going behind the music video with me. Again, this was for my music video for Hold the Moon Retro Mix. It's been really awesome and exciting and just a gift really to share the process and what goes on behind the music video. You always get to see the beautiful finished project and everything, but I think it's really important as an artist to talk about, it's not just easy to produce it. It's not like it just falls out of the sky. There's a lot that goes behind the scenes, and it's an honor to bring you on that journey. So take care of yourself and stay well, and I will see you next time.